What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the channel. My name is Gonzo, and today for a community conversation, the interview process where we find out other members of the community's hobbies and interests. Today we have the one and only Kentucky Fried Charizard. How you doing today, my friend?
What's up? Good. I'm good. How's everybody?
Good. We have Laura in the chat, kind of. She already asked a question. And Hokage Terry. Thank you guys for stopping in. We were just talking about, hey, in Chris Pie TCG, giggity. You know about the giggities, hashtag tips for toes. You guys know what that's all about. Were you there in the opossum live stream or in the chat at all? I'll show. Yeah, tips for toes.
I saw all 10 toesies, bro. All 10 of them.
All 10 of them. But let's see if people. I think because I had to change it for that. So I'm going to finish this quick story that Kentucky and I were talking about before we went live. So a lot of you guys know that I used to be in law enforcement. I'm no longer in law enforcement anymore. My last area of responsibility was on a military base here in San Diego. So I got in trouble for pulling my weapon on somebody that was very important, very kind of high ranking. They weren't in the military, but they were married to somebody in it. So a felony hot stop. I don't know if it's the same in not in California, because I am in California. I don't know if it's the same in Nevada, Tennessee, Texas, Kentucky, any of that stuff. But when you do a felony hot stop, you automatically have your weapon pointed at somebody. So she did. It was a felony hot stop because when you go to the gate of a military installation, you show your ID, you either are granted access or denied access. So what happened is we had somebody on the post who we were doing vehicle inspections. It's random. You get it, you move on. If you do not want the inspection, we either force you to have it or because it's a military installation. So it's either we force you or we just turn you around and you don't come into work that day or you don't go home. One of the two. This woman denied it and said, fuck this, I'm out, and drove off on the base without permission of the gate guard. So therefore it became a unauthorized access, all kinds of crazy stuff for a military base, which is a big no-no. It's an automatic felony for doing that. So yeah, I pulled my weapon on her when we pulled her over, and as soon as I saw her, I was like, oh shit, and I put my weapon away because I knew who the person was. But I got in trouble because I did it. Well, I almost did, but I followed our policies and procedures for our police department. So they tried to write me up. I refused to sign the write-up. I wrote my comments. It went up, and they're like, yeah, you're not getting in trouble for this. You followed the rules that we gave you, just like, but you still de-escalated the situation. That's all it was. But anyways, let's get to the story and the part of the conversation that everyone came here for, and that is you, my friend. Go ahead and tell the chat a little bit about yourself and what you do here on YouTube, TikToks, Instagram, and OnlyFans.
Oh yeah, well, OnlyFans is really all I got.
Oh man, I can't wait for that one.
It's just me showing my big toe, man.
The big toe, just the big toe.
Just the big toe. It's the only one that's got the prettiest nail on it.
You only paint one nail. I do all 10.
Oh yeah, I am brave enough, man. I got pretty feet, but yeah, no. So everyone that's in, welcome in. If you're in here watching, appreciate you guys. My name is Kentucky Fried Charizard. My real name is Justin. So yeah, no, I'm open Pokemon cards for a living, and I fish. It's pretty much it. I do have a career outside of this, but to me at this point, not only is it a career, it's kind of a part-time job for me. So
right. Yeah, Hokage Terry, how you doing? D Merlin, goddamn Justin.
That's okay. So behind that, actually, right. When I introduce myself to new people on the channel, it's like, hey, welcome in. My name's Kentucky Fried Charizard, aka KFC. You can call me what my dad called me, which is goddamn it, Justin. That's what that is.
Now my dad called me Pecker Boy, little fuckhead, asshole, get over here. He called me everything but my name.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good evening, Artemis. Yeah. My fuck. One of my best friends that I grew up with. I've known him since the third grade. I want to say third grade. We're both 35 now. He fucking. So my dad used to be the janitor. Well, he still is a janitor for an elementary school district, but he was a janitor for the school I went to from third, fourth, and fifth grade.
Nice.
He did not give a fuck what other people thought. So he called me Pecker Boy at school. So he would call me that at school, and one of my friends till this day will call me that. Fucking just because he was like, "Hey, Pecker Boy." I'm like, yep. Thanks, John. Nice to see you.
That was rough, man. I didn't. Yeah. We had. Yeah, I had call like it was like, God damn it, Jay. Like that was like Jay was like my nickname. Then Lil Jay was my brother, and it was like all the time, always get in trouble. I was like, God damn it.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I'd get over here, then I'd get hit. But like he would like
I get hit.
He used to bro, he used to be so savage. So like I remember like we used to get hit for telling on each other because he's like, you're a fucking rat, and then he'd hit us.
Tattletales, yeah.
Yeah. And so like we'd laugh about it and stuff. And like if I did something, my dad was very like he didn't show a whole bunch of emotion, but if he was proud of you, he'd be like, hey, you did good. You're the daughter I've always wanted. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, I'm your son. He goes, oh, now I'm a liar, and then I get hit. So,
your dad sounds like a great human being. I know, like, I don't mean that, like, it's like I don't want to talk shit about your dad in front of you, but like the stories that you're telling right now.
He was a savage. He didn't care. he didn't care.
I remember one time I thought I was being fucking like a badass of all badasses. I had to be like 13, 14. I had one of my buddies over at the house, and I'm just talking shit to my dad. Like, I'm like, what's up, old man? You can't do nothing. Woo. He was like, all right, I'll get you. I was like, no, you won't, little bitch. And he was like, all right, cool. Don't worry about it. He was like, I don't give a fuck, your friends here. I'll get you. And I was like, sure. My buddy is like, I think your dad's plotting something. I was like, yeah, whatever. It's cool. And so I went to go he told me to go get the laundry. I'm like, all right. So I'm getting the laundry out of the dryer, putting it in the basket. So I'm bent over. My dad comes up like a fucking ninja, like brings that hand back and just smacks my ass so fucking hard. I went flying into the back of the dryer, and all your boop, and it was my head hitting the back so hard I came out and there's blood just, and my buddy was like, I think you're dying. I'm like, am I okay? And my dad was like, fuck, how'd you hurt yourself? Playing football. Good, let's go to the hospital. Yeah.
I've had my share of like, growing. So I grew up brown, man. Like, obviously I'm very light skinned, but growing up Hispanic, man, we don't play in the house. So it's like, I did that. I stood up to my dad one day. Now at the
I'm
time,
only half Mexican, and I understand some of it.
I remember when I was doing, judo and taekwondo as a kid. And my parents were separated, so I would go over to my dad's for the weekend. My little brother was there. And he's like, show me a trick, show me a move. I'm like, no, I can't. I got to be disciplined,
Yeah.
And my dad's like, show him a move, so shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? I'm like, all right, fine. So I put that dude's teeth down his fucking neck, dude. And, oh, my God.
He was mad as fuck.
Bro. I remember him grabbing me and, like, put me up against the wall and, like, was just in it. And I was like, I'm a karate kid. Who are you talking to? And I was like, you ain't gonna do nothing. I just remember waking up at like middle of the night, like, I'm hungry. Did I get any freaking dinner? Like, what? How'd I get in my bed? Like,
what am I doing?
Face hurt. Bro, he knocked me out. He had to, I don't remember. I'm almost certain I took a hook right to the chin, went to sleep. He just carried me in bed, kissed me, hey, good night, mijo, and fucking walked out. And I woke up like, man, did I get dinner? What happened? My face hurts. What happened?
How old were you?
I was in 7th grade. So like
just
so like
knocked out a
12.
fucking 12-year-old.
So I was like 12, 13 maybe. I got bro.
Fuck your couch.
Dog. I remember going back home to
Your mom's like, what happened? I
yeah.
don't know.
I don't remember the full story.
Yeah, that's how you know
But
you got beat, because you're like,
It was
I don't know what happened.
it was always about baseball. It was always about like, oh, he playing ball, got hurt, he's
Yeah.
fine. You know,
Nap time.
I just woke up. I had a big. It's like my orbital socket was like a goose egg.
Yeah. Oh,
And
he got you good.
oh, but
No.
but I never said that again. I was like, you won't do nothing. And then I was just like, okay.
No,
And I woke
luckily
up.
my dad never hit me. Like me and my dad, like we fist fought when I was older, but we've never like knocked each other out. I don't think we ever legitimately meant like punched each other in the face. It was always like body shots. So, no evidence. But yeah, I got into a few with my dad. His favorite thing to do though was the shoe. I got the shoe a lot. Yeah.
I didn't get normal. So like the way it worked,
Joseph
my mom
woke up hungry and sore.
I did.
Yeah.
It was bad. If I got in trouble at my mom's house, it was like, okay, I'm gonna tell your dad. And I'm like,
Yeah,
well,
until you go to your dad's, you're like,
then,
oh fuck.
And then it goes from my dad, and I get that ass whooping, when I go over there, or he's come over sometimes and just come over just to hit me and then go home. So
just to show fucking dominance.
Yeah, just to be like, be respectful to your mom, and then I take my licks. I'd cry a lot, but I took them, and then I go to his house for the weekend, get hit, and then I go to my Thea's house, and I get beat by her because I heard you acting up. And then we go to my grandmother's house. It's like a month later.
Yeah, and
I heard you did this, and then it's like, yeah, and then we go pick a switch, or we got the wooden spoon, the chancla, we get a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
but we didn't get. We got hit it sounds bad. We got hit a lot, but it was more of like with an object like within reach for the most part. That was pretty much it. Now, if we did back talk, if we cussed, if we back talked, or we said, huh? Like my grandma would go out and pick one of her habaneros from her garden. Now, when I say garden, let me tell you how Mexican we are, right? So, like back in the 70s and stuff, you had the pastel colored toilets, right? The little teal and the pink. So that's what they grew vegetables in. Like they just had them sitting in their yard, and that was their pots. And so she'd go out and pick a habanero. She'd cut it in half, the pit in half, and we'd have to suck on the pits for like 5 minutes if we back talked and shit. So
my grandmother used, when she found out about liquid soap and what that would do, we got that. So if you try to wash out the liquid soap, it just make it worse.
See, we were too poor. I asked for soap. I was so scared. I was like, it's like, no, this is expensive. We're not gonna waste soap.
Soap's too good for your ass.
Yeah, I can't grow soap in the toilet. I can grow habaneros.
Yeah,
and the weeping willow grows switches all the time. We're not wasting money. Bro, it was so rough. But the worst time I did get it though. I remember I don't remember exactly what I did to get the whooping, but I was like, I got this. So I put like 5 pairs of underwear on.
Oh no! You fucked up because you never protect yourself,
bro.
You fucked up.
I got that lick. So he had we got the belt.
Yeah,
he hit me with that belt, and I was just like, that sounded really weird. I don't know why I did it like that. I didn't do that.
Oh, daddy boy.
But he just hit me, and I was like, oh, okay. And then he kind of looked, and then like I could hear the wind from it hit me again, and I was like, oh, I got this. And he goes, nah. So he went to bare ass me, and then grabbed like 3 pairs of underwear.
Ichiban.
And then he freaking oh shit, that's
he got you.
But he
hit me, baby, one more time.
He went to
So I hope you clip that.
Bear asked me and fucking seen all the pairs of underwear I put on. He goes, "Wait here." So I'm like, "Oh shit!" So I'm like sitting down
with your dick out, just like waiting to get beat.
No, I still had like 2 pairs of underwear on. It wasn't. I was just sitting there, and I'm just like, it's almost like I'm at freaking mass. I'm like just kind of like kneeling, like at the fireplace. Like I don't know what to do. I don't know if I should pray. And all I hear is like woo, woo, like a drill in the garage. I hear
what the fuck?
He made a fucking cricket paddle basically, and was cutting and taped it with ball bat tape, and then inside the paddle he drilled holes so it left blisters.
Yeah.
Dog. I when I tell you, like,
you had to get one of those hemorrhoid pillows to sit down.
when I tell you, I could probably only sleep on my stomach. That was it. He was so pissed, and again, that was the last time I did that. That was the first and last time I tried that, and that was the absolute probably worst. And I look back now, I'm like, child abuse is child abuse is child abuse,
right?
But I survived. It made me like,
learn my lessons.
Who I am today. Yeah. Like I ain't putting 6 pairs of underwear on to catch an ass beat now. Like yeah. That was tough, man. That was probably the worst one. Like I said, we got it so bad. My grandma, when she hit us with a switch, she'd get us on the back of the hamstrings, then put alcohol on our hands and make us sit on alcohol.
Ooh. Oh. I think the worst time I fucked up was when my dad didn't beat me. So I was really mad at my dad because I just got my ass beat for something. This time it was legitimately something I didn't do. It was one of my sisters. And so I decided to cut up a picture of his father who just passed away like a year before. And he didn't even beat me, didn't even touch me, didn't talk to me for like 3 days. Just completely like, I don't exist. Like I had when he made dinner, he only made enough for him and my sisters. And yeah, like it's when he was ready to talk to me again, he was like, by the way, you're grounded until Christmas. And this was in February. I was like, what? He was like, you're grounded until Christmas. I was like, okay. He was like, yeah, school, home. That's all you fucking get. I was like, what about mom? What about going to mom's? And he was like, yeah, you're lucky you have visitation rights by law. I was like, oh shit. Okay. So the only time I got to hang out with my friends was when my mom had me over for the weekend. It was yeah. I'm surprised he didn't I'm surprised he didn't kill me.
I survived a lot, man.
Oh yeah.
Like I like #survivor. Like
I'm a survivor.
I went through hell, man. Like
yeah.
But like, at the same time, like there was, I look back now and like as a kid, it sucked.
Yeah.
But I also, for me, at least I can say, people hear these stories, it sounds funny and people are like, oh God, like you got fucking abused. Absolutely.
Yeah. But at times I deserved it.
But yeah, I'm not saying none of it was not warranted because I did
some shit. Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, like I still had that healthy fear of my parents. Like if I knew I was screwing up, like, man, this is it. Like, I had to weigh out my risk versus reward. Like if I'm going to do this,
yeah,
my dad's going to hear about it. I might die.
Yeah, I might.
Let's see what happens.
Yeah, right. Dan says, my mom would smack us, but my dad never hit us. He did this shit through where he'd grab the top of your head, very aggressively force you to look at him and shit my pants every time. Sounds like my dad. The nuns would beat him at school, and then his mom would beat him again for getting beat by the nuns.
Oh my Lord.
Yeah. E-Man, what's going on? Everyone saying hello. Daddy, chill.
Yeah, that was the
Daddy, chill. What the hell is even that?
What the hell is even that?
Hokage Terry only got the belt. That's lucky. Artemis says,
must be nice.
my dad was not that scary. Lots of women in my family, so lots of dragons. My mom can get scary as fuck though. Son of a Merc says how to live a double life. No kid should be hit, but only people who have never been around kids don't think that sometimes. They don't deserve it. Ha ha ha, says Ichiban Dan. Like, don't get me wrong, like will I ever spank my child? Probably. He's 7. He's going to start acting up soon. But am I going to beat him like my dad beat me? Probably not. No, I'm not going to go have him get a switch or get the belt or make a fuck, because my dad did the same thing, drilled holes in the paddle so it gets some there's no air resistance and
get some oomph behind it, bro.
Yeah. I probably will never do that. If my kid, when he's older, wants to square up, oh, absolutely. Yeah, that's when he's going to realize, like, I'm dad for a reason, motherfucker.
I'm not even good at woodworking, so I couldn't even build a cool paddle to like make anything. Like, I'm just, me about to be a girl dad, man. So I don't even.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to see those Instagram pictures of you in a pink dress having tea parties.
I can't wait, bro.
Like, I know. I wanted to be a girl dad too with my second kid. I'm not gonna lie, but he came out a boy, and I'm okay with that still.
Yeah, I my buddy, one of my really good friends, he's got a little daughter, man, and it's like, we joke around like, oh man, like, bro, boyfriend's coming home, like, she gonna be somebody's, he's nah man, and like, I was like, yeah, you ain't gonna be strict. He's like, no, I ain't letting her do shit. But I'm like, what are you doing? Oh, she wanted ice cream instead of dinner. I'm like, now I'm like, man, you know what, like, I fucking like ice cream. Like, if she wants ice cream, let's go get ice cream. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll do it. But like, I seen some of his pictures on like his Facebook when I had Facebook, and it's like he was doing like these daddy daughter dances. I'm like, that's kind of cool, man. Like, you get that, and then like, but he don't want to dress up. I'm goofy enough that I'll go out on Halloween. I'll dress up, beer belly out. Freaking. I'll wear something short just to show, my dad bought off and just be a princess. Like, to me, I think that's hilarious.
Yeah.
I mean, just going.
You got to have the sense of humor to be a girl dad, 100%.
So I'm super excited, man. Like, I'm more excited. At first, when, I thought about like, if I'm gonna have a kid, like, I don't know if I have my handle, but now when I found out that we're gonna be parents, like, I'm like,
it hits you fast too.
It does, man. Yeah. And when people say, the parents that are out there, and when you tell people like kids will change your life, kids are this, when you tell people that don't have kids, like I was told, I'm like, yeah, sure. Like, I don't know that feeling. And now that I'm having a kid, it's like, holy crap, I get it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I get it. And it's so fun. So hopefully.
Yeah. I'm excited for you, man. I can't wait. Yeah.
Oh, I'm stoked.
Hokage Terry says, real Breaking Nate is on Discord, on Super Duper Danny Discord, server Kentucky Fried Charizard. Is he saying you have real Breaking Nate, Super Danny on your Discord server?
I have not. I'm not even on my Discord right now.
I don't know either. I don't entirely understand what you're trying to say, Terry. I apologize. But going on to the Q&A side, we have Ichiban Dan saying, do you like the Double Down? Is that the KFC sandwich where instead of bread, it's chicken? I think, Dan, tell me if I'm right or wrong. Is that the thing where it's chicken, whatever the hell, and chicken instead of bread?
I'll be honest. I've
never had it.
I don't eat KFC. Like, I have, but like the only thing to me KFC has good was the chicken
bowls.
Their bowls are fire. Yeah, the chicken littles and their bowls.
Oh yeah, that's the only thing my wife and I get too. I only get the bowls, no corn. I hate corn. I fucking hate it.
No.
Yeah.
I used to work for KFC. Well, I used to work for Yum Brands, so I worked in their IT and networking department for all the KFCs across the country, and for our Alaska, Hawaii, and China stuff, like all that stuff for them. But like, even then, like, remember when I worked there, for QA we did Then we tested the Chicken Littles to come out, the FLG sauce with the finger looking good sauce, and then the Nashville hot. I remember when they let us, because we get KFC all the time. You went on lunch, right? You went on lunch. So downstairs in the White House of KFC, they have a drive-through inside, and it's just free for all employees. But you don't go in and eat. You have to ride the tricycle they give you. You just go in a little drive-through on a tricycle and you order your food. And so when they were like, hey, we're going to try out this new hot Nashville hot thing or whatever, they gave us a Nashville hot. And bro, that's a lot. That's all I fucked with for a while. But man, I ate it so much. Like so whatever KFC's got going on now, I mean, remember the KFC buffets? Yes, we still actually have one here in Kentucky.
Oh, Pidgey boys. Yeah, are you old enough to remember that KFC used to deliver?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think we're the same age, but I don't remember. You might be younger than me. Most people are younger than me.
No.
Gonzo, you hate corn, bro. Elote, what the fuck? Yeah, I've never had elote.
Oh, you're missing out, bro.
Maybe I'll do a video about it. Maybe.
Elote. I ride 5 to 10 miles on my bike every morning just because I eat Mexican food every day.
I don't eat every day, but I could.
No, I eat it. I have to. I can't function if I'm not eating. Freaking lingua or pastor. I'm not living. Like,
that's so fucking good.
We have a taco truck on my beat, so. And like I'm really close with them, and actually they're about to have a baby as well. They're gonna have a son.
Oh, nice.
I already told Miss KFC, I'm like, hey, they're good people. They're good people.
They're good people.
But I went to their baby shower and everything. Like that's how close I am with these guys. Like
that's fucking nuts. Yeah,
people.
Yeah, I had a couple of people like, you invited them to your baby shower. I'm like, yeah, I'm close to them. They're like, are you allowed to do this? I'm like, this is when I was working as law enforcement. I was like, yeah, I'm allowed to make friends. They don't have to be. They just, if you like, that's one of the things I would always tell people when they would ask me, like, hey, should I be like, I'm thinking about law enforcement. I was like, yes, absolutely do it. It's amazing. It will do a lot of things for you, but make friends and keep friends outside of the force. Yes. That would make it keeps your head fucking on straight. Because if you just have law enforcement friends, you're fucked. Because then it's work 24/7. Absolutely, yeah. Like people are like, hey, you want to go hang out? No, not with you guys.
Law enforcement for a lot of people that don't know, or if you're not around it, like
it's mentally draining.
I'll say it, man. Like police officers are some of the best people. At the same time, they're also some of the worst.
Some of the worst, yeah.
It's putting aside all the nonsense that's happening across the country and shit. That's not that. It's just this job comes with so much stuff that you're not really prepared to handle, to see a lot of stuff. And so I don't drink, I don't party, I don't go to bars. So like my friends are my friends at work, and this is everything I do. I do this and I fish to de-stress and keep myself away from that stuff.
Yeah.
So like I said, you're right, man. They're the drinking, all the man shit. It's so bad. So yeah, keeping a separate life, and keeping friends outside of what you do. And people that respect it, people that know that you are a person and not the police officer 24/7, and that can respect that. Those are the types of people that we need to be.
Yeah, absolutely. We have people in the chat arguing about birria, and birria is overhyped. Just give me some El Pastor and some extra cilantro. I'll eat both. Mix it up. Fuck it. Put them in one burrito. I'm good. Yeah. I have. This is how fat I am. I have two custom burritos in 2 different shops. So nice. One shop used to be on my beat in Point Loma over here in San Diego. It was I wanted something really plain and cheap for the night because I didn't want to eat like a carne asada burrito or anything heavy. So I was like, hey, I'll get a bean and cheese burrito and some roll tacos. And I was like, but I asked like, can you put the rolled tacos in the burrito. They're like, yes, they were really excited to test it out. So I have a bean and cheese burrito. It's called the crunchy burrito. All it is bean and cheese and some rolled tacos, either beef or chicken. And then the one down the street by my house, it's the same thing, but with enchilada sauce inside. I don't remember what they call it though. What's that beeping in your house?
DeMarcus is going. DeMarcus, I'm sorry. DeMarcus is my Roomba.
Oh, I was like
I hear him going, but like
I heard it too. I was like, what the fuck? Like, we watching Home Invasion?
I mean, someone's gonna be
Taco
upset.
Bell.
Who the hell said Taco Bell?
Terry. Hey, there's Dizzy.
No way.
There's a Dizzy. There's
Dizzy,
a
what's up,
hippie.
man?
Hey, how's it going?
Yeah, no, I've been trying to get my taco truck because like you gotta like
street tacos. El Paso street tacos make life worth living. Yeah. My homie DeMarcus the Roomba.
Yeah, DeMarcus, bro. Yeah. We had our taco truck. So like where I work where it stays open, obviously there's a lot of like non-Hispanics who go to the taco truck. So they cater like really to the stuff like I'll say the white people eat, man. It is what it is. Like, oh, I want a chicken taco, chicken burrito, quesadilla. No. So like I've been trying to get them to just cook up Discada, and if they can, and they've done it, but they don't like sell it to everyone.
Yeah,
I'm freaking waiting so much for them to come out with just cooking a whole big bowl of that for everyone. But they do birria, they do.
I love menudo, man. My wife hates it. I love it. Like, is it the same thing over in your area? They only cook it on the weekends?
No, so they don't cook at least the taco truck. They don't cook the menudo at the truck. So like they will as a matter of fact, he texted me earlier asking if I was working because he made some mole, but so they'll make stuff at their house and text me. It's like, hey, we made some extra stuff. Do you want us to bring it to the truck? So like that's how like cool and close I am with those owners and stuff. So they'll make stuff that they don't make in the truck. But they made menudo, which I like menudo, but I'm more of I like lingua a lot. Like I'm really big in
that's the tongue, right?
Yeah. Tongue,
yeah. I've had it. It's good. I'm not gonna say I hate it. There's very little foods that I've tried that I don't hate. I'm 100% one of those people like don't knock it till you try it. So like I'll try everything at least once. Well, obviously except elote, just because it's just corn and I know what it is.
You're missing out though, man. Like if anything, like for me, like menudo, if I eat menudo, it's got to be better than that. I can't do any other menudo than that. Yeah, it's got to be that. But if it's lingua, all day. Pastor, I'll eat it all day. Like I like steak, salad. I like all that, but I'm not. It's Americanized, man. Like to me, it's Americanized. I like stuff that people don't like. I want you to be able to. If you have to question it. What is this?
That's how you know it's good. Okay, I just want that. Do you want to know what it is? Not until I eat it. like
a lot of people. Like I'll sit up there. I'll sit up at the taco truck waiting for my stuff, and you'll see people coming home like from the bars and stuff, and they're like, "Oh, what's cabeza?" I'm like,
oh, you're in for a treat.
Try it. Or like barbacoa. So like people don't know exactly what barbacoa is.
Cheek.
Yeah. And people don't realize that. And they're like, oh, barbecue. I'm like, yeah. Yeah.
Definitely go.
Best. And then they'll get it and you see them sitting at the little table there while I'm sitting on my, sitting out there and they're like, man, this is really, hey, thanks for the recommendation. Like, thanks, pal. This is great. Yeah. I'm like, you're gonna die when I tell you what that is.
Yeah. E-Man says, I hate the way lingua smells when it's boiling. Yeah. There's a lot of food like that, though.
It's like chitlins.
Yeah.
It's like chitlins.
We have speaking of E-Man, we have a question from him on the Q&A side.
Ooh.
If you guys were to create a new Pokemon, what type or types would it be, and what would you name it? Ooh, that's a loaded question.
Bro, I don't.
Hey, Retro Pokemon Gamer, how you doing, my friend?
I'm not even that smart.
Yeah, I would like mine to be electric and fire. Those are my two favorite types, or maybe electric and dark. Um, I don't know what I would design. I don't know what I would design it after. Maybe maybe a Pika clone for the next generation. I don't know what the name would be though. That's something I would have to sit down and think about because
I did anything like I'm big into Fire Ghost.
I love that typing. It's such a good typing.
Fire Ghost, but whatever it's gonna be, it's gotta have Levitate. Gotta have Levitate. You're not fucking me with Earthquake. Go yourself.
Hydro Pump, maybe, but not Earthquake.
You're not doing it. You're not doing it. But yeah, Fire Ghost. I'd do Fire Ghost typing with Levitate. Yeah. I don't know what I'd call it, unless they just made Alolan Marowak with Levitate. I would destroy all Pokemon.
Yeah, but I love Alolan Marowak. It's so good. It's just so slow and so fragile, but it hits like a fucking truck.
People, man, very to me. Okay, here how many's in chat? 13. Well, 13. That's for chat. I'll get a Q&A for chat. Best generation in games.
Ooh, this is it's really hard for me, right? Especially right now, since I am doing my favorite Pokemon series. I haven't done Generation 5. I did do Generation 5 recently. That one just came out, Black and White. Yeah. And I'm one of the people who love Black and White. I love the new Pokemon that came out with it, the storyline. I loved Black and White when it came out. Now a lot of these people played Black and White was the worst, and now all of a sudden they love it. I loved it from day one. So when I was doing my favorite Pokemon, that was probably the hardest generation for me to pick because there were so many good Pokemon in that generation. So I'm gonna go with Gen 5. Like a lot of people, because that's also the generation where they were like, Pokemon's running out of ideas. They have a coffin, a chandelier, some ice cream. I'm like, hey, fuck you. That's Chandelure, and you respect him. He's a fire and ghost. Yeah.
Fire and ghost.
Yeah, I love Black and White. I'm gonna have to say Black and White's my favorite generation of Pokemon, of the actual Pokemon, but not in the storyline, if that makes sense.
Yeah. For games. That's what I'm asking.
For games. Yeah.
Hell yeah. So mine would be Sun and Moon for the gameplay.
They're just so slow. The slowest generation. It is. But okay. Because why is Vikavolt as it is when its Dex entry says it fucking it's Mach speed?
When I put it this way, okay. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna let me retract that because when it comes to Sun and Moon, I like Sun and Moon only because of Alolan Marowak, but I do like Sun and Moon more on the anime side. I will agree Black and White though. I will agree Black and White, and the fact that Black and White 2, what many people don't know about.
I love Black and White 2. It was fucking underrated. People shit on it for so long because of the original Black and White. People shit on Black and White 2.
Yeah.
Fuck you guys, go play it.
Yeah, it's so yeah. I agree. So I think Black and White for the games I'm gonna have to go to.
Yeah.
I think, and it was weird because I remember I've always chosen fire types, and in Generation 2, Totodile was my guy. Totodile, I don't care what anyone says. For Alligator, to me, besides Gyarados, is one of the best water types.
I love for Alligator. Yeah,
that was out there. Now I chose. I ended up getting freaking. What's his name? The water Swampert. I forgot who he evolves in from.
Mudkip.
Yeah, Mudkip is who I start off with in Black and White, and it was all right. But but the game itself was actually all right. And then when Black and White 2 came out, I thought it was almost going to be when I went back and played Black and White 2. Well, I played Black 2, I think is what it was.
Yeah.
And I went back and did it. I was like, oh, it's going to be just like an Ultra Sun or an Ultra Moon, which I killed both of those, and it wasn't. I was like, oh, this is a freaking.
It's an actual sequel.
Why didn't I play this?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, exactly. We have some people in the chat saying, E-Man says, I like the generation with Totodile, Cynical, and Chikorita, so Generation 2.
Yeah, Gen 2.
Kentucky Fried Charizard, Gen 7 is my favorite, says Terry. Artemis says, my favorite part of Unova region was the one episode of the Black and White 4 seasons of Sawsbuck. Yeah, that was a good episode because Saucebuck changes their design
Yep.
based on the seasons.
Based on the seasons.
Yeah, Dizzy says I remember playing Fire Red the most over any other Pokemon game. Next would be Platinum and then Black. Platinum's a great game. I think Platinum's overrated in my opinion. I think a lot of people played that one a little too much. Yeah, the new Pokemon Snap game. I played very little. Like I played it until I haven't even beaten the game, so I'm so far behind on that.
Yeah, Snap. I tried to do the Snap, but man, it wasn't it for me.
My wife loves it though, but she's a photographer, so she likes doing all that stuff.
Oh, okay, yeah, that does make sense.
Yeah.
Mega Gyarados is Terry. Gyarados for me is when it comes to gameplay. There's not many Pokemon for me that I will rage up to 20 levels to get Gyarados. Because people don't get the type coverage Gyarados has. I use 2 Gyaradoses in my lineup. Flamethrower, Thunderbolt. What is it? He does Earthquake, Bulldoze, Crunch. He's
so versatile.
His type coverage is out of this world.
Yeah.
I'm with you, Terry, on Gyarados. Gyarados is where it's at. Jay's in the house. What's up?
Jay is in the house. I just shared his link. Hey, mods, thank you guys doing the job that you guys do. Don't forget to drop KFC's link, your link, everybody's in the channel. If you guys have a link, let my mods know, and we will drop it for you guys. But let's go back to Joseph says, I wasn't a fan of Sword and Shield before it came out, but Score Bunny became one of my favorites. I think that's always the case for people because I think they just get so hyped up in the negativity before the game's release. Yeah. And then they play the game and something becomes their favorite and they're like, oh, I loved it. It's amazing. It's one of the best.
Sword and Shield.
You have to add that command, Jay.
Sword and Shield was definitely underrated. And the thing is, I've said this and I've been called crazy. So think about when Sword and Shield came out, right? When people are starting to get back into Pokemon, right? I don't care what anybody says. I think the game got people back into Pokemon and not the TCG. Before, anyone got into the money and stuff like that, it's like the game itself, people hated it. I don't know why they hated it, but when you played the game and you actually played the DLC and went into everything that it offered, it brought back a lot for people. And I think I'm gonna say I think that brought people in the 2020, in 2020 and 2021 when Sword and Shield was doing its stuff. People, because you got to think, people got back into, or majority of people, at least that I've talked to, I got back into collecting during Battle Styles, during Fusion Strike, during Chilling Reign. Right, this is when DLC's coming out for this. No one cared, when Sword and Shield, Rebel Clash, all this, they know in the middle of Sword and Shield, and it's because they played the game. And I've always said it, but people.
I agree with that statement. I don't, because the game was very popular. It's the highest selling Pokemon game to date now. I don't think Scarlet and Violet beat the sales of it. But yeah, it's crazy to think about because a lot of people don't want to recognize it. No. Did someone say no socks? I'm barefoot right now. Because if you guys want to see these toes, you gotta pay, baby. You gotta drop them tokens. I'll add commands in a few minutes. I'm eating right now. Oh, Laura, you're so amazing. She's gonna make sure you have a.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, because I am a lazy piece of shit, and I don't do that.
I'm the same way. That's one of my. I think I said before. I think in the last stream thing we had was like I have such a bad habit of subbing to people and knowing who people are, but they pop up on my homepage so much because I watch them that I feel like I'm already subbed to them, and then it's like I can't talk in the chat or I can't do anything. I'm like, oh, I'm not even subbed, and I feel so bad about it because it's like this community. For one, everyone that's in this community, you guys that have welcomed me with open arms. Thank you all for everything, because I mean, this is like, I don't know, it's surreal that, you know, like where I'm at now, and again, Jay's in here, and it's really Jay is who kind of got me in this whole thing, and but like I feel bad because I'm like, I want to be part of this. I am part of this, but I follow nobody. Like, I am not followed. I follow people, but like I forget to subscribe because I'm just like, you know, hey, I watch you anyways. I like, you know, I comment or I do whatever. And then I'm just like,
I did that for the Pidgey Boys. The Hat Turn just subscribed. Thank you so much. While we're talking about subscribers,
yo, Hat Turn, what's up, man?
Yeah, I did that to the Pidgey Boys for a long time, and I'm like, because I was like, oh, I missed something, so I went to their page to go find it, and it said subscribe. I'm like, oh, I'm a giant asshole. So I was like, hey, I messaged him like, hey, I did not know. They're like, hey, it's all good. We do the same thing. I'm like, okay, glad I'm not the only piece of shit out there.
Yeah, no, I have such a
bad nasty. What's up? Yeah, I'm like, fucking terrible at it.
Who's it? Broly. So like I've watched. Yeah. I saw Broly in one of Jay's streams a while back, and before I really got where I was with Jay, even before I started talking to Jay, you know, I would see Broly in there, and you know, he's like, hey, you know, go subscribe, go check so and so's out. I think I don't know if he rated him or somehow we got into Broly's. I went into his thing. He was streaming. Dude, this guy like slabs. Yeah. Oh yeah, I love this guy. So I just started watching all his videos and his lives. I was like, oh cool, and then it just started popping up. I'd watch it, and literally I'd subscribe like maybe I think last stream I had he came in and like gift subbing. I'm like, hell yeah, bro, let's go subscribe. And I'm like, after me, hold on. Like, now
wait a minute, now do it.
Yeah, but I've been watching him, you know, for a while. I just never thought I was subscribed, or I never thought I wasn't subscribed. But
I've done that too. Dizzy says, how can you be gifted a membership when you don't subscribe? It happened to me and I'm confused as fuck. I have no idea. That's never happened to me, but I don't have my gifted memberships turned on because apparently you have to turn it on. I'm too lazy to do that. Gonzo, your favorite Sinnoh starter from Terry? Sinnoh. I don't know. Probably not Torchic. That's the one before it. Turtwig is my favorite from that region. Easy.
Nice.
Do you have a favorite from Sinnoh? It's Turtwig, Piplup, and the monkey. Can't remember the monkey.
Chimchar?
Chimchar, yeah.
Is that? It's not Sinnoh, is it? Is it Sinnoh?
Yeah.
It is Turtwig, Piplup.
Yeah. Chimchar.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're the same gen.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know why I never. That's what, generation 6? No.
4.
Yeah. I don't know. I'll be honest. I don't even remember playing 4 to be completely honest.
Well, there you go. KFC is going to do a Nuzlocke of Sinnoh region.
Oh no.
No. Fuck no.
I did a Nuzlocke. I thought it was so cool. I watched A Drive a lot. If you guys don't know what A Drive is.
Yeah, I love A Drive. He's one of the big reasons why I started my YouTube channel.
I got into watching. I've watched him for a while. Like secretly, I've watched him for a while, and I remember he was doing these Nuzlocks on these hacks before Pokemon like got in their ass in the gear. I started shutting those down, but I was watching these hacks. Like, man, I'm gonna try a Nuzlocke. I'll try Nuzlocke. Pop in Ultra Moon real quick. I got this.
Nope, don't got this. No. Fuck Wobbuffet, man. Wobbuffet's a Nuzlocke killer. Jay says, do it. Just do it.
No, the only games I play now besides Pokemon is I do a lot of Kaizo Mario, and that's that. If y'all know what Kaizo is, it sucks.
Fuck that. You won't see me doing that.
It sucks.
On the question side, Son of a Merc says, with Scarlet and Violet, do you guys feel a shift as far as pulls being more obtainable as well as product? If you think they're going to keep it up for us poor boys. I think so. I think they realized like the scalpers are getting they got out of hand. So they're putting more hits and packs and just they're printing the hell out of it.
Thank you for saying that.
Yeah.
That is on the money.
Because even if you look at like the prices, like as soon when they're not officially released, and people are getting the stolen product or the pre-release products. Like that Charizard was almost $400, and then it got released, and now it's almost less than $100. That's why I'm waiting to grade mine. I waited to grade mine because of that. I wasn't going to grade it right now because then it would be like a $200 process, and then a week would go by and it would drop. So I was like, no.
Well, see, the problem is you would have paid that fee if it would have came back a higher price, and it's because of where they were pricing it. So like.
Yeah, that's why I waited until it officially released, so it fucking tanked, and now I could put it in with my bulk orders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, Gonzo, you said it, and again, I'm not very vocal about like the community when it comes to like what I see, right? Because here's I'm not oblivious. I just don't acknowledge a lot of stuff because I know my mouth can get me, and I know where it's gotten me.
Yeah.
So it's, I gotta be a little, kind of apprehensive to approaching these types of topics. But what you said is 100% complete, and people don't talk about it. Pokemon caught what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
We saw the shift in Scarlet and Violet of the hit rates. People completed Obsidian Flames in 8 booster boxes.
Yeah.
You are, and it to me, I like it because it's tanking the product, or tanking the resale value of a lot of stuff. So what it does, even for us, it helps us even as Rip and Shivers and stuff, is that now we can hopefully start selling still at a more affordable price and such like that. But a lot of us don't get distro, so we have to kind of keep it where we have a little bit of margin for reinvestment and turnaround. But at the same time, if it keeps lowering, it's good for everybody.
Yes.
It gets rid of all the people that don't give a damn about Pokemon, and you will start seeing more collectors come in. For example, I don't know if Hat Turn is still here. He was in here in my KFC After Dark on the Discord. Mm-hmm. We opened up a booster box. And as a matter of fact, I still have the hits. I didn't clean my desk yet.
Yeah. Artemis says scalpers have even LGS prices for Lorcana and astronomical. Yeah, that's because they're starting to realize like people, we don't want to pay these shady prices anymore. And even the distributors don't want to sell it to people who have the distributor license and seller's permits unless they have a brick and mortar store. Or unless they can prove that they're selling just a stupid amount of packs now. Because that's what's going on with I don't want to say the streamer's name because I don't know if they want to make it public. But they have their seller's permit. They have a distro license. They have everything they need to be able to purchase stuff from them. But they're like, no, unless you're giving like distributors are saying no because of that reason. Because now distributors want those scalper prices because they know what it is, but they're not watching the market. They just want to be able to sell the stuff. So they still want it to be the scalper prices.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's nuts. And again, with the whole Pokemon companies catching on, and I'm glad they are. I'm glad they are that they're doing such, and it's making it to where, people are enjoying, filling binders. I love filling. You guys can see. I love filling binders. Like those are all my WotC stuff that's filled, and some other stuff that's way back there somewhere. But I mean, I'll show you these right here. These came out of the same pack.
Yeah, I saw that. I was lurking.
So, like, I was, I'm like I was mind blown. Mm-hmm. But again, what you said, going back to that, man, I think that the Scarlet and Violet, putting that everything and what it does, it spotlights the people who claim to be, I'm a collector, I'm this, I'm that.
Yeah.
Not when you're taking pre-release product and you're selling it a few weeks or so early.
Mm-hmm. And
again, I came from a platform where I saw a lot of that, right? Where I am, drip is a toxic place. I've never been on Whatnot, and I'm on it, but I've never seen there. But just being on Drip, it's a very toxic place, and the people that have access, it's like, if you guys go on there, and again, that's why I got a buddy that wants me to send all the stuff I have all the juice I have from drip.
Mm.
Just to send it to rattle to a possum. I'm not doing that. I don't want to be part of that. I don't want to be involved in that. I just know what is happening, and I'm so freaking glad that I got out of that toxic thing. And I'm seeing a lot of Pokemon people on this side go to that, and it sucks because I
never used Whatnot. I downloaded it. I was gonna use it for something that Super Duper Danny was trying to put on, and this was like maybe 2 years ago.
Yep.
So, but I couldn't get the app to work because they fucked something up in my registration process. Yeah. And then they wanted like my social and everything to identify myself. So I'm like, nope, I'm out. Like, you're not getting this. And then like so then that's when I went to Drip. I'm like, oh, let me check out Drip. And this is like when it was brand new. So when there was like maybe 4 or 5 streamers on there at a time for Pokemon, like there was like, and you were very limited. Yeah. But because it was so new and these people were trying to gain followers, like I got really lucky since I was there in the beginning. I was able to get slabs for cheap, packs for cheap. The pool games were actually worth it. Wheel spins were actually fucking worth it. And then after like 6 or 7 months, I'm like, I'm not buying shit from any of you people anymore. Like your wheel spins are shit. Your pool games are shit. Your pack, like it started to become Whatnot just on a different platform. So yeah, I left it. I haven't looked back, and I'm not for it anymore. But speaking of you still being a rip and shipper, we have your website pulled up right now, and thank you for 1,000 subs again. Congratulations for that. Definitely earned, well deserved. Join his Discord. There it is. Join it right there. But you have sealed product, you have live openings, you have graded cards and coffee, your contact information. So if you guys ever want to send them some toes for free, there it is.
Oh yeah, that's right there.
Yeah. Tell us a little bit about your live openings for this Tops box.
Oh wow, yeah. So Monday, this coming up Monday at 5 Eastern time, we're gonna be ripping into a first print blue label Euro Top Series 1 box. So I was able to get my hands on a couple of them. I was very hesitant to do this just because, like, I know some people, doing something like this. Yeah. It's not cheap, but I'm trying to make it affordable and stuff for people, stuff like that. Yeah. But for me, it's something that I opened as a kid. Now this is a European box, so it's just it's a lot of nostalgia inside of it. I'm chasing the rainbow foil Charizard in there, so now I do have some people that are members that are signed up. Of course, you guys that are signed up, you have.
How many are in this box?
Not that many. It's 36. It's a booth.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, you might want to put a limit on there.
There should be.
I guess not, because I'm at 6. Let's make Laura happy. I'm at 69, and there's my dog in the background barking at the mailman, probably. But
this is my first big box break I'm doing. I could knock out a Sword and Shield box, an Evolving Sky, or something like that people can buy into. But I'm one of those people that I like very unique stuff. I collect very unique stuff. I do very unique things when it comes to Pokemon, and I figured like a Top Series 1 box, the Euro box for something like this would be kind of cool.
Yeah, that is awesome. Like, it is a steep price for people who don't normally collect something outside of the normal TCG. But some of these cards in here, because I was talking about earlier, I was buying some of these for Collecticon coming up so I can get some of the voice actors to sign it, since they don't have Funkos for the human characters for Pokemon. So some of these cards can be very expensive. Like, I think I saw one for like $50. But yeah, that, like, you have there's some crazy stuff you can pull in those packs. And then you have your slabs, you have WotC, modern, Japanese. If we bought these if we bought the slabs, would you show this off on the live stream, or is this just something you package up and you're good to go?
Yeah. So if somebody buys something while we're live, it gets shown. It gets what's the word for it? Showcased. I'll showcase on camera after we buy it and such. And then we do. I do get a lot of sales outside of lives where I just ship a lot of stuff off, and all that. So yeah, I do a lot of I have so many slabs. If you guys have been around, it's like an addiction for me to grade cards. I love grading.
I'm in the same addiction.
So, and I do, and for me though, it's like what I like about it too. And for those that have been around, I do my energy game, which, it's a reason for me to send cards to get graded, but then I get to send graded cards to all you guys at home, which is all fun. So we have some stuff going on. I'm looking here on the website, by the way, and it's only showing that there's 27 available, but it doesn't give me like a cap. It just says I had 36 on hand, 27 available, and there's that's about it.
Yeah, I wonder. Yeah, it might have been something on the buyer side, because I was able to go all the way up to 69. I'm sure if I try to add it to cart, they'd be like, there's some kind of error. But yeah, that's awesome. If I was spending money at the moment, I definitely get on that. But like I said, I'm going to Collecticon. I got a lot of stuff to look at to get autographed, and autographs aren't cheap if you guys ever got stuff signed by people. Rotoraptor says, "You're doing awesome, man. Thank you. Means a lot." Add 69 to the cart. See how much it comes to. It comes to 69.69, Laura. Awesome. Terry says, "Awesome collab stream, Gonzo and Kentucky Fried Charizard." Thank you, Terry. Means so much. Thank you for stopping in.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah, Artemis says, "I tried adding a lot, and it did give me an error and only let me buy 27. Artemis, buy all 27. Don't do it. That'd be messed up. Has anyone ever? What's the craziest amount someone ever purchased from one of your box breaks? Like, has someone ever bought a whole booster box? Something like that?
Yeah. So when I did, this is my first one here on YouTube. So when I did Drip, I did a Celestial Storm. I did a Celestial Storm and I think a Lost Thunder. And it was like a bundle. So you get, one or two and stuff like that. And do some guy bought like about, I don't know, maybe half the boxes. So like it bought like a booster box worth of stuff.
Yeah.
Like half and half. And he ended up hitting, I think out of Celestial Storm, I think it was the Rainbow Blaziken out of Celestial, and I forgot what it got, a Lost Thunder. But yeah, other than that, like when I did, so I started out on Instagram streaming back in 2020.
Yeah.
And I remember, now this is, again, before the hype was on stuff, like I could get Japanese boxes for, 25 to 30
cheap.
bucks.
Yeah.
Korean boxes, I can get 2 for like 40, like on everything. And I had people that were just literally like, hey, like, can I just buy this? People bought the Korean boxes off me back then, like Evolving or Eevee Heroes. They bought, I would just sell boxes by, by the numbers. So
Artemis says, "I did not buy 27. I have to pass for now as I'm saving for 151 in Lorcana." Yeah, Artemis is a huge Disney fan. She's a D23 member. She goes to all that stuff.
I got a whole bunch of Disney stuff on me that I was going to send off for grading.
I wish I was the original Flash. Yeah, I have some old school Disney stuff that I would like to open, but the wife wants to keep them sealed. So I like having sex with my wife, so I let her make decisions sometimes. Dizzy Hippie says, "Have either of you?" Well, he asks, "Have either of you chat or chat ever played Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness? Amazing game and storyline." Yes, it's one of my favorite side story, like side games. But my overall favorite side game, non-mainline game, is Pokemon Conquest. It's a Pokemon tactics game, pretty much. Do you play any of the side games, or have you played any of the side games?
I'll be honest, I never heard of those.
One's for the GameCube, one's for the DS.
Okay, yeah, I've never heard of those. I don't know why I haven't.
The GameCube, like if you ever get a GameCube or a GameCube emulator, I definitely recommend Gale of Darkness and what's the other one? There's a sequel to it. I just can't remember off the top of my head right now.
Yeah, I play Poke MMO. That's about it.
Oh, I remember that game. That was an old game.
Yeah, so it's online now.
It's so goated. Yeah, you know Conquest? Of course I know Conquest. Gale of Darkness and Coliseum are the best games. Oh yeah, that's what it's. Pokemon Coliseum and Pokemon Conquest. They're both very great. I love all the GameCube games at that time for Pokemon. They were amazing games. But Conquest is definitely one of my favorites. I love tactic games, something that you actually have to think about and strategize and be part of it. Great games. Artemis wants to know, what is your favorite Pokemon gimmick? And if Pokemon could bring one back, what would it be? I actually am a huge fan of the Dynamax and Gigantamax gimmick. I know a lot of people like Mega Evolution. I hated Z moves.
Oh, come on, man.
I hated Z moves. I would say Dynamax and Gigantamax. Those are my favorite gimmicks.
Yeah, I'm big into the Delta species, but
for the TCG, yeah.
But when it comes to like games wise, or even what they're doing now with Gen 9, the Terra typing, I don't care anybody says Terra typing is just fancy Delta species. Y'all go back and look.
I'm not mad at that. That is not a hot take. I accept your terms and condition for that. I love the Terra typing. I think it's a great gimmick, but I also played the VGC. I played the video game. Yep. I play every once in a while competitively online. I'm not good enough to go play in worlds or in tournaments, but I think the Terra typing is a great gimmick. Yeah. It makes your opponent prepare for stuff that they might not be prepared for. Mm-hmm. Terra's fun as fuck in the games. Looks dumb as hell though, says Ichiban Dan. Yeah. Exactly.
They brought Delta species into a game and just
they brought it to life.
Rebranded it basically is all it is. And people call it dumb, and I watch people like, oh, this is so stupid, blah 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 blah. But then like I'm watching you like, hey, I'm looking for a Delta species something. I'm like, that's the same thing.
That's the same thing.
Exactly. Dark, yeah. The Charizard, dark right here. He's dark typing. Go look at the Charizard Gold Star. Tell me what type he is in that Delta species.
He's dragon. He's a dragon type. No, it's not.
Tyranitar EX.
Yeah.
Go look at the deck he came out of.
Yeah, I do agree with Dan though. I think the hats are a little silly at times. I much probably would have preferred if they did like a necklace type thing like they did with some of the megas in the anime. But overall, I think it's a great gimmick. I think it's awesome that because exactly it reminds me of the Delta species line of the TCG fucking years ago. I think it's a great gimmick. The people who are shitting on it probably never played the games, and they probably won't. Yeah. Shug Nasty says, if you were CEO of Pokemon, what would you implement change for the hobby? Dress code for the ladies, skirts all the way. If you guys don't watch Full Metal Alchemist, you don't get that joke. The hats.
Very underrated show.
I love Full Metal Alchemist. The original anime and Brotherhood, goated. Love them both. I had the box set of the manga, with the special edition one, but it got stolen unfortunately the day I bought it.
Damn.
Yeah, someone broke into the car and took it. If I was CEO though, what would I implement for real? I would probably, the only thing I think I would change is the TCG release dates. I think if they release the TCGs the same day as they do with the video games, I think that would help the scalping process and the pricing pandemic that we have with because it's going to flop back into the English side sooner or later because they're going to realize, oh, these are so cheap, we can buy more of these. So if we get them off the shelf, they have to come to us, just like the Jap, and then it'll go back to Japanese. But I think if they release them at the same day, scalpers they're gonna have, it's gonna take them a while to figure out which one the people actually want. Because if they're getting released the same day, I can go out and get some Japanese, and I can go out and pick up some English. So if they release them the same day, I think that would help the scalping issue just a little for a little while. Because sooner or later, scalpers are going to get smart and they're going to figure out what way that works best for them. But that's probably what I would do if I was CEO. TCG release same day.
I don't know what I would do. If anything, I would stop making Japanese. Well, I would stop making American promos or English promos that are available in Japanese product. If that makes sense. Like I would, I want the
like
same
the Mews, like the Mews and Mewtwo's that for 151, we're getting them promos for the UPC.
That's right. Yeah. And they're
one of them's an actual like the gold medal, the Mew. Yeah. Fucking stupid.
Like,
I want that. I want to hunt that card. I want the real card.
The chase is worth it. Like I don't want to chase a scalper for the box. I want to chase that card in the actual packs.
Yeah, I love, like, people are like, why do you like hunting so much? Why do you like opening the pack so much? I like the chase because then I can go back, watch it on video because now I do this. But even if I'm not and I'm opening it with my son off camera, I have a memory of pulling that card. Like, don't get me wrong, I do still buy a bunch of singles, but I still only do that in person so I can look at the cards. It's very, very rare that I buy cards online from somebody. It's rare. Yeah, the Terra Gyarados is a promo now. Yeah, I saw that. They released it today. What the fuck is going on? Let me put my phone somewhere else. Was it Gyarados?
Yeah, it's what the EX box or whatever. They have the
It's the new one. Nope. They don't even have a picture of it up yet on Google.
Someone had it.
Yeah, someone had it.
I don't have Discord up. I know it's on Discord. I forgot where I saw it on Discord.
Dun, dun, dun. Come on, Google, get your shit together.
Who put that on there? That is solid.
On your Discord?
For some finger licking content.
That's awesome.
Love it.
Yeah, Hokage Terry says Pokemon 151 comes out in September. Gonzo and KFC. Yes, it does. Do you have any pre-orders? Where do you have your pre-orders at?
Talking about me?
Yeah.
I've got.
That was me. Laura did it, of course.
Thank you, Laura. Yeah, I've got, I think, 5 ETB cases pre-ordered. So,
damn, 5 cases. So it's definitely not with the PC because I think their limit was 10. So I think that would be what, 2.5 cases.
Yeah, I can never get any Pokemon Center stuff. I've tried. Like the only thing that I got actually was the Paldea Evolved. Mm-hmm. I got that somehow, and I think Miss KFC is the one that found that. So I ended up getting a couple for her to open, the one just for me to put in the PC. But like I can't get anything. The only thing that I've ever really been able to get off there besides that is the little Wiglet dildo plushie.
So like I can't believe that's a fucking thing, dude. They made it legit like 6 inches.
Dude, I can't like I did buy the Winking Pikachu. I did pre-order the Winking Pikachu
little
Squishmallow.
Emotion. Yeah. I didn't buy any of the I haven't bought any of the Squishmallows. I don't want to get into that nonsense. My wife has a ton of them, and so does my son. I can't get it. I have some of the UPCs. I think I have 2 of the UPCs pre-ordered and some of the ETBs.
Nice. Yeah. No, I gotta, like I said, I don't have a distro, but I have a very, very close friend that does have like where he started doing the stuff back when I started collecting, even before we met, before the pandemic and stuff. He's got a fat distro, so he's got like a $500,000 distro. And so he's always constantly doing stuff. So I'm able to get my stuff ordered from him.
Nice.
But I don't. It's still not. I mean, if it was at his prices, amazing. But it's he's still gonna make his money and stuff too.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's about all I got. I try to stay moderate with a lot of my stuff, and I say moderate, but like, every new set that comes out, like I ordered 4 cases of Obsidian Flames. I did 4 cases of Paldea Evolved. I'm doing 10 ETB cases of that because there's nothing else available except ETBs. But I try to keep enough product in hand, and it's mainly for the energy games because of how many packs get bought. So, I have run out of packs during a game, and it sucked.
I think I was in one of your streams when that happened. You're like, I don't know what to do. It took you like 15 minutes to figure out what to do next. And chat was trying to help, but I don't remember who was in chat, but it was one of your regulars. I think it might have been one of your mods. You're like, shut the fuck up. You're not helping.
Yeah.
Artemis says, I have the UPC with Squirtle promo and 2 ETBs with PC for the 151 pre-order. The rest I have pre-ordered with Best Buy. Gang, gang, what up? Says Shiny Bird.
Dang, Shiny Bird. What's up?
Speaking of the vert, I'll do this right now. Oh, shit. Yeah, see my ass? I will open this package right here because if you guys were here last week, I ordered something from shinyvert.com. I did not get in time to open it during his live stream, but I'll open it right now.
Let's go.
And then that way we can all let him know he's a piece of shit scalper. Shinyvert product number 1. I did order 2 things from him, so I don't know if they're both in here. Do not bend. Okay. And then this is what I'm going to do next. Let me. Oh, I don't want all that shown right now. Pikachu, you're good. Loading. Okay.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. We were doing that earlier.
Yeah. So you ready, Vert? You better be, because we're about to go ham. Okay. There's 2 packages in here. That's probably my address on one. I honestly don't remember what I ordered. I think I ordered the Ultras. I wonder if it's on this thing. I gotta send you another for a giveaway too. Bet. Thank you for your order. By using you guys, I can read this. Nothing crazy on here. You guys want a promo code Shiny Shop 10 for 10% off your checkout for shinyvert.com. I don't remember what I ordered. But let's check it out. So it should be 3. Like I want to say I got like the ultra hits. So 3 should be your standard, like, hey, that your regular V's or something. And then the other 2 are going to be like the hits you want covered. Hell yeah, run it. Oh shit. So the first one is Blastoise from the Celebrations collection. Ooh, Dedenne. We know how much Shinyvert loves Dedenne. And Thunderous V. Then there's 2 cards and the top loader. Let's see. The first one. Oh, shit. Shiny Charmander. Let's go. That's fucking awesome. I'm definitely going to grade this one. It looks like it's in like really good condition. The back's pretty good too. Can't lie. I'm definitely grading that. And then the next one. Oh shit. Oh man. If you guys have been around for a while, I love Zapdos. My favorite of the legendary birds. Definitely grading that bad boy too. That's fucking awesome.
Again.
These were, I think both packs that I ordered were $15.99 or $16.99, something like that. Bang bang. I fucking hate Dedenne. You love Dedenne. You shut your dirty mouth. Okay. Kentucky Fried Charizard, can you do a Paldea Evolved in Obsidian Flames After Dark? I need code cards for Pokemon TCG Live, says Hokage Terry. I think this is the way I want it. The next pack is Pikachu EX. That's awesome. This is the one that I got at Card Party, and I graded for Pat Flynn, Deep Pocket Monsters for the world record. Obviously
right.
not this one. Celebi VMAX. I actually think I need this for my binder, so that's fucking cool. And a Metagross V. And then inside of the card savers, let's go with the first one. So we got, what was it, a Trainer Gallery, Alt Art, and a Baby Shiny for that one. So I'm assuming this one's going to be a full art or maybe even an alt art. Let's go here. There's the full art Lugia. Fucking dope. I know a lot of people would love this card. That's a beautiful card.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and Marascarada EX. I know for sure I need this card for my binder, but I'm gonna throw it in my grade pile. But what I am gonna do for chat tonight is we'll do 1, 2, 3. Actually, we'll do all the cards that I am not sending to PSA. I will give to chat tonight. So this Tornadus V, the Dedenne, the Blastoise, Metagross V, Pikachu EX, and the Lugia full art. Someone from chat will win tonight.
Dang. Let me hop in that because I got some stuff I'd like to give away to chat as well.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say hop in the giveaway. Absolutely, you can do the giveaway.
No. I'll tell you what. For some reason, and maybe it's just because Drip did this to me when I was on Drip. I do not hop in giveaways, man. I don't do giveaways. Like I don't like get into other people's giveaways just because I feel like I have so much. I would rather let someone else have a chance to give stuff or to win the stuff. And
I'm the same way sometimes. Like there's sometimes I'm like I don't want to.
Yeah.
But then there's other times where it's just you can't. Like you have to get in it.
Yeah. I would like to give these away though. Maybe one or maybe 2 giveaways or one, but try to give away some alt arts for chat.
Hell yeah. Fuck yeah, let's do it. Ooh, Neuvern. The Batman Neuvern. I fucking need it. Chat doesn't get it. I do. Fuck you guys. No, I'm just kidding. Chat, you can go ahead and have it. Shiny says, bang, bang, let's fucking go. Hope you like it, bro, and appreciate the ordering. Yeah, he did not give that to me. It was not a sponsored thing. I bought that myself, so we can call him out. But fuck, man, I love those packs. Worth it. It's worth the money. Worth the $17-18 I think I spent for each little pack. I definitely use it. Daddy Stoice says, Dizzy, KFC looks like he could bench me, bro. Who said that? Shiny Bert said it. Let's fucking go. Wait, the Neuvern, that is the best Neuvern ever. Was good. Oh shit, the alt arts from KFC. Yeah. We will discuss how to get those cards to the person. Last time I did a giveaway with someone, they sent it to me. I don't care if you want to send it directly to them, but if you want to send it to me, we'll talk about that offline.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. Okay, but back to you because Shinybird got his own episode. We can stop talking about him now. But don't forget the discount code for 10% off shinybird.com. He did get a restock on his shiny packs though. He posted a reel about it today. Flex on him, KFC. Well, yeah. So you do have a second channel, and it is about fishing. Tell us how that one started before the Pokemon one, because most of us know that the Pokemon started because of Joey. I don't know if he saw you on Drip or what was going on with that.
Well, so Joey brought me to the YouTube side for streaming, so I was already making content. As a matter of fact, this Sunday would be my 1-year anniversary on YouTube for Pokemon.
Oh, that's awesome! Congrats!
I haven't been doing it a year. Well, coming up on a year, but I've been doing pre-recorded content. But coming to the streaming side, Joey was he has his hand in that one because I was like, I'm not ready for YouTube, but it turned out good. But the other channel, man. So that's gonna get kind of like a little deep, but I'm cool talking about it. It's so again for a lot of people, you know, there's three things that I love in life. As far as like collecting stuff, that's Power Rangers, fishing, and Pokemon is actually last. Crazy. Yeah. So fishing, what came up that was I actually went through a divorce. So I left my ex-wife, and it was a lot of toxic things that when I separated myself from it, I didn't know what to do. I was so like alone at the house. I was bored. Basically,
fourth is pulled pork Sammy's, says Dizzy from Bucky's.
Hey, you're not wrong. Bucky's no.
Oh, we'll talk about Bucky's in a second.
Bucky's is on one right now. But you know, I kind of was going through a tough ride in my life, and I just, you know, I didn't know what to do with anything. And I remember, like, as a kid, we talked earlier, you know, about not on the other side of being abused, like, you know, like getting beat by our dads. But like, you know, for us to eat, like we would actually have to fish and go catch our food. Like that's how we ate. We go to the crab dunes, we steal someone's crab traps and go and catch redfish, flounder, gig, you know, something that we could eat. You know, that's what our grandpa wanted us to do. So fishing has been a huge part of my life, growing up on the coast back in Texas. And like, I was like, you know what? I'll pick up fishing. I'll go fish. And so I went out, and I never bass fished before in my life. And I was like, cool. Well, you know, I'll go see I'll go pick up a rod. I went and bought like a set of plastic worms. And before I knew what anything was called, bought some random ass hook, cast it out there, and I sat out there, and I was pissed. I was like, who does this? This sucks. Like, this is stupid. Nobody. Yeah. I used to watch Bill dance, but I'm like, how is he? No one comes out here and has fun doing this. And so I was like, you know what?
But then you got that fish.
Well, no, dude, it took me, bro, almost 4 months to catch a first fish.
Wow. Yeah. That is dedication. I love fishing though.
I love it. It's, you know, but so I'm used to going out, you know, putting shrimp, putting fresh crab on, casting out in the bay, casting out from the inshore, and either catching like black tips, redfish, you know, anything that we could get off the shore. You can just wait about 5-10 whatever minutes, and your rod is screaming. It's not like that with bass. Bass aren't dumb. And so I remember
same thing with salmon.
Yeah, you know, I went on YouTube, and I was like, literally, how to catch a bass. And it was because I was like, this is dumb. I know how to fish. I caught fish for a living to survive at home. I know I'm not dumb. I watch these videos and I'm like, I'm dumb.
I'm dumb as rocks.
And so I kind of bought some things that, you know, I had the rod, the line and stuff, but I went ahead and got like the right hooks, and I learned how to like work the lure, the time of day, the morning, you know, if it's raining, biometric pressure. Like I studied for months, like, you know, to figure out how to read bass. And I remember catching my first one, and I caught it on just a swim bait. And that right there, I was hooked, and I was like, I got this. So I kept watching more and more. And then I was like, hold on, how are people filming this? How are people going out there? Because I would literally hold my phone. Yeah. I would upload on Instagram, my other Instagram account. I'd hold my phone, and I'd have the rod, and I'd sit there, and I'd try to like hook it together.
Like you're trying to get solid D pick, and you're like, is this good? Is this the right angle?
It was so terrible. And then it's like I'd upload it to Instagram, and all people see it look like a Blair Witch Project video because I'm really with the hand that my phone's in, and just people are just like, dude, it was so terrible. Then I was like, oh, they're wearing a GoPro. I was like, I got a GoPro. I got 2 of them.
Yeah.
It's like, all right. So I bought the chest mount and I was like, okay. And I started learning, and then I just started documenting stuff on Instagram. And then someone's like, man, what's your YouTube channel? I was like, honey, you don't got YouTube. And they were like, you get a YouTube channel. I was like, yeah, I'm dumb. I'm not doing that. I don't know how to work it. I'm too stupid to figure that out. And then I started uploading stuff to YouTube, and then it became like addicting. Like I can go out and fish. I can go out and catch fish, and like everything outside of life, right? Everything that I just went through in through that divorce and everything, all that was gone. Everything was just it was a way of life for me, and I couldn't get enough. I would fish before work. I would go fish after work, and I'm working 12-hour shifts.
Yeah.
And I would just do it, like enough to where I almost brought my rods to work with me and just drive around the city to find ponds.
Yeah, just a good spot.
Yeah. And so it got to where I was meeting up with other content creators in fishing, and you know, this before I knew what a collab was. And it's like, hey, I'm here with so and so. Oh shit, I follow so and so. Now they're following me, you know, and I'm like, oh crap. So after 3 years, I'll say 3 years, I hit 1,000 on that channel, and everything just kind of opened up. A lot of doors opened up for me. I got put on a clothing company. I'm still on them. I got put on a tungsten company. I'm still with them. I got put on a tackle company as well. And it just started, I stopped spending money. I started getting money. I started getting free stuff to fish, sponsored content, money to do all this stuff. And it's like, how did I deserve this? You know, and I never realized like what I was as a passion, like something that's a passion of mine turned into something that was like now a job, where now people that laughed at me for having that channel, people that laughed at me at work, like, you know, man, you're a nerd, like you're YouTube, you know, you're a YouTuber now. Now it's like, hey, I got a fishing question. Well, hey, I got a middle finger for you. How about that?
Yeah.
You know, and it turned into something huge and turned a big part of my life. And it still is. I still get free stuff. I got a bunch of fishing stuff sitting back here, you know, because I don't have room anywhere else. But like, you know,
if I'm ever in your area, we'll go fishing instead of going to local card shops or Best Buys and doing stuff like that. We'll do some fishing.
We'll do both. And like I did. So what's crazy is on that channel, I actually did a Pikachu lure fishing challenge.
Yeah.
And I have that sitting, it's like right there behind the other tops box. And I want to redo that video, but for this channel now. And I think it'd be kind of cool.
That'd be cool.
Just to kind of add the two things I love. But yeah, so that's kind of the story of where that fishing channel came from. It just was, I was going through a really bad time in my life, and I found fishing, and for 3 years I grinded and got to where I'm at, and it's been the best thing. And it's, you know, I still love fishing. I don't have a boat. I got a kayak, you know, which it's in storage right now because I don't have the hooks or anything up for the garage. But you know, now that we moved, I don't know this area well enough to go and try to find different places. So yeah,
right. That's awesome. I'm glad it sucks at how it started, but how it is now it's a remarkable. It really is a remarkable thing. And that's kind of what it felt like for me when I started my channel. I wasn't going through a divorce. I just started AA. I just quit my job. I was 0% disability for the military, so I was like no money.
Yeah.
And then so my wife was like, "Hey, why don't you do something with your Pokemon stuff? Like that would help you relax and do all this stuff." And that's when I started getting my mental health a little better from my depression and PTSD, and started doing the things I needed to do to better myself. And then I met Jay, Ian, Pat, you, Luxury Ball Guy, and thank God I did fall for the peer pressure for Ian and Joey. Yeah, because I wasn't going to go to card party at first, and then they're like, "You should come." I'm like, fine, and I went, and like because of that, my channel has gone through the roof. Well, that in the community conversations I've been doing, because I've been able to get people on like you and everybody and just talk.
Yeah.
and that kind of blew up my channel too. Shiny Vert says, I got 2 questions. Where is KFC from, if he's cool with answering that? And how many subs does he have on his channels? So I'm assuming both channels combined, he's asking. I'm just assuming that.
Yeah. So I'm originally from Texas, and I live in Kentucky. But that's where I'm at right now. And then for the fishing channel, I think I'm at just under 1,200.
Mm-hmm.
And then for this channel, I just hit over 1,100.
Nice. Yeah, that's cool. Because so a little more than 2,000 combined. Yeah. I really doubt there's probably maybe 50 people that are subbed to both. I don't know if there's a major mix of both those genres.
It's not. What's crazy is that before I really did the KFC stuff, right? So like, I bought Joey's last couple of magic harp lures that he had on his site. So when Rev raided him, I came in from the raid and I was like, hey, this dude's actually really cool. Like his vibes are like, it lured me in, and I could literally almost just keep him on for noise, and it was not in a weird way, but it was soothing, like to just hear Pokemon packs get open, like you hear the rumbling of the packs, just hear his excitement, like, you know, oh, we just pulled this, and then like the way he was with his audience, like I would watch, but it was good just to have as background noise.
Yeah.
And then I remember I was like, you know, I'll support this cat, man. I'll go check his website out, and I saw on his site the lures, and I was like, oh shit. He's like, man, my uncle, I think it's his uncle.
It's both of them. He works for his uncle at a lure shop.
Yeah, but he does the painting though, right? He does the.
I think so. But he came up with the idea for his stuff, and his uncle like, yeah, cool. If it makes us money, it makes us money.
Yeah. And so I did. I went. I saw that. I was like, hey, you know, but I was on my fishing channel. I was like, hey, like I fish for my YouTube stuff. Like I want to get this lure. I want just to have it, because I thought it was pretty cool, and that's kind of where. And then I realized like I'm not even on my KFC channel, you know, and so because I used to always buy stuff from Rev and go in his pack openings on the other channel. So like I'm like a 3-year subscriber or member on Rev's channel, but not on this, not on KFC. It's on my other one. So it's
I wonder if you could switch that membership to this channel.
At
this point, it's like even if you did, like he still would take time to recognize your name. Don't forget, guys, I activated the giveaway ! Take my stuff to get those Alt-Art Noivern, Alt-Art Mewtwo, and all the goodies that we got from Shiny Vert tonight. Confirmed, not a scammer. Hokage Terry.
All you gotta do is guess the energy, guys. I promise it's not scam.
Hokage Terry wants to know, when did he subscribe to your channel? I don't know if we can look that up like we can on Twitch, because I know on Twitch you can look that up, like how long you've been subscribed or followed someone. I don't think you can on YouTube. But so now back to Buc-ee's. We know how much of a fan you are about Buc-ee's. Their pulled pork sandwiches, their beef jerky, everything.
I'm still
Buc-ee's. If you're watching, come on, sponsor my man.
Look,
sitting on the blanket, got the cup, you got the hat. You're not wearing it tonight, but you got the hat.
Keeping me comfy. I got 2 hats. That's actually the hats. Oh, I even got Bucky right here. But like,
you have the Bucky. You met Bucky. You know him.
But he told me no. He didn't. Okay, he didn't say no. He was like, one of these.
Yeah, the seaman shrug.
It's unacceptable.
Yeah.
Unacceptable.
Yeah.
Bucky's. It kind of started out just as a joke, but it turned into like a little meme with me, because like I grew up on Bucky's, and it was literally right next to our high school, right, or back in Texas, and it wasn't like what we have now. So what you guys experience when it comes to Bucky's, right? And you watched my video of going into Bucky's. That is not what I grew up on.
Yeah.
Bucky's was For me, it was probably about the size of like just a normal gas station. It did have a wall of jerky at the time. They made their own candy and they had their drinks and stuff. But Buc-ee's for us, if you went to Buc-ee's, you knew at 16 you were buying cigarettes. They're letting you buy beer. They're letting you buy beer, and we would take. I don't have it with me, but like you would have one of these, right? Like the big handles.
Yeah.
And you would be able to buy a 24-ounce beer. The can,
put it inside. Yeah.
Put it inside, put some ice around it, pop it, put a straw in it, and just go into school and just drink out the straw like you got a Buc-ee's drink.
Yeah. And we did that for the 7-Elevens out here. That's why they got rid of the big gulps. It's
so like it's so. I think about it now because like I remember the dude. His name's Omar, and he was a Middle Eastern guy, and bro, he didn't care. He knew us. We come in there with our skateboards and come in there, and like we literally put a freaking, Now, again, we weren't like rich, right? My first job was I was a host at a steakhouse, and I had to wear a cowboy hat and a freaking and a little, I forgot what they're called. They're not cowboy tail. Yeah, but they're not ties, but they're like almost like friendship bracelets around your neck.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, but I don't remember what they're called. They're like a cowboy tie or something like that.
Yeah,
it looks like a coin, and then you just pull on the strings. Yeah,
bro, it was so stupid. But I made $5.25 an hour, so it's like I could go. For me, when I get my paycheck and I'm going to school, I walk over to Buc-ee's with our buddies, and I'm buying a freaking Bud Ice. Before you make fun of me, it's all I could afford. A Bud Ice, a 24-ounce Bud Ice, pretty much a big can. Yeah. And we got one of these and the big gulps, and that's how we rolled. That was the day.
Yeah. Well, that's that was Texas. I remember when I turned 18, I went to go buy some cigarettes and lottery tickets, and I didn't have a full beard at the time. It was like, it kind of looked like this. I haven't shaved in a while, and I was 18 years old, and the lady behind the counter, she was like, cool, have a nice day. I'm like, okay, thank you. She didn't even ID me. So I'm like, that's weird. Let me try something. So I went there, got a couple of 6-packs, and she's like, all right, have a nice day. I'm like, cool. I gave her the money, and as I'm walking out the door, I was like, by the way, I'm not 21. And she's like, you little fucker, come back here. And I was like, no.
Snitched on yourself.
That's your fault. Yeah, I wasn't going back anyways. I wasn't in my neighborhood, so she didn't know who I was.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, so not my fault. That's your fault, dummy.
Shit, that's man. But yeah, Buc-ee's like it was a staple growing up, and I remember when they built one of the first big ones in Madison that was close. This is again back in Texas. When they built the first big one, you can go up to it, and it was just like. When did we get this? And then it just became a thing, and you would see as you're traveling the signs, the Buc-ee's jerky 20 miles ahead, the best jerky in the world 10 miles up. Life begins here, the next exit, and you're like, no, it doesn't. Is this? And then you pull up, and you're like, they're fucking right.
You're right. Yeah, it's insane.
I encourage everybody if you travel anywhere in the States, whether you go to Texas or you go somewhere else, anything like that has a Buc-ee's, please. It is very hectic, but just experience Buc-ee's. Like it's
I wonder where the closest Buc-ee's is to me.
Buc-ee's to me is the 8th wonder of the world, and you're not going to change my mind. Like
the closest Buc-ee's to me is Texas, specifically Gonzales, Texas, or Lockhart, Texas, somewhere over there.
Yeah,
off the 10. Jesus, I'm not. I don't want to go to Texas for that though. I'll probably go to one of the other ones. Hokage Terry says it's called a necktie. I don't think that's what it's called, but I'll believe you.
The one cool thing. The one cool thing about Buc-ee's, though, I will say. I will say this: like every Buc-ee's, like so, if you look up Buc-ee's, there is like Buc-ee's specific, like big city type Buc-ee's, but you still have your small town Buc-ee's
Yeah.
around Texas, and those to me are like my favorite because they're big enough, but they're still just regular like gas stations.
Yeah.
But depending where you are in the state, the stuff that you buy in them, you can only get specifically at that Buc-ee's. You can't get it in another Buc-ee's like that. So like if you go to like Freeport, so like down where I'm from in the coast, you go down toward like Freeport, Surfside, Angleton, like all that stuff down there. Freeport has a Buc-ee's there. It's like it's a bait shop, but it's Buc-ee's. And you get, swim trunks there. You get you get bait, you get tackle, fishing rods, stuff like that. Like Buc-ee specific stuff for like beach attire, for wade fishing attire, stuff like that. You're not going to get here in Richmond, Kentucky. I'm not going to go and find me, a freaking waders with the Buc-ee beaver on the front of it like you would,
Right.
down there. But they do specify what you can buy. Not specify, but it's very area specific on what certain things you can buy in each Buc-ee's, and it's really cool. But if you guys experience the Buc-ee's, please go and go do it. I promise you.
Yeah, Artemis says, I experienced Buc-ee's for the first time last year. Mind was blown. Yeah. I've only experienced one. The bolo tie. That's what it's called. It is called a bolo tie.
There it is.
Yeah, exclamation point, take my stuff to enter the giveaway, guys. I will be picking the winner at the end of the stream when we're saying our goodbyes. So we're going to end this off. This is probably going to be the last topic. And this is what I normally ask a lot of the guys. What do you want your channel, or is there any upcoming plans or ideas or anything we should be expecting for your channels, for YouTube, Instagram, TikTok? Definitely not Drip, because I don't see you going back, or even for your fishing channel.
Okay. We'll start with the fishing. I have not uploaded in almost a year with that channel.
Oh no.
I do stuff on Instagram still, but when it comes to, I have videos. I have been fishing and I've filmed. I just don't have videos uploaded yet. I need to, but I just between, the unfortunate part is, I did put it on the back burner due to Pokemon.
Yeah.
But, I'm not ever going to forget where I kind of started when it comes to YouTube, because what I took, and I know I've said this before, what I've taken from my YouTube on the fishing side, I've brought a lot of that aspect stuff in how to develop myself as a content creator to the Pokemon side. And so now this is not me saying, oh, I'm a great PokeTuber, I'm doing good on YouTube, whatever. I'm not. Please don't take it this way. But what I've been able to apply to the PokeTuber side, at least with the Kentucky Fried Charizard channel and that brand, I literally mimicked my fishing channel. And what I mean by that is the type of uploads, the titles, the branding when it comes to your thumbnails, where I know you start getting traction in the algorithm, because it took me 3 years to get 1,000 subscribers on my last channel. It took me 3.5 years to get monetized. And we didn't have the 500 sub and 3,000 hours monetization. I worked 1,000 subs, 4,000 watch hours to get my checks from YouTube for that channel. I grinded, and I would film 4 videos, if not more, a day on my days off. There would be times where I'd get off work at 8 a.m. I'd go home, get my stuff, hit the ponds. I'd film 3, 4, 5 videos and pond hop across the city. I'm not getting home until another 12 hours, and I'm up 24 hours, and then I'm filming. So there's days that I have off, that on my 2 days off in the week, I really didn't sleep. I grinded and wore my body down so much doing that. And now I realize what I can and can't do and what works. So, and the Pokemon, for what I'm here, I have not been on this channel for a year, and I'm already this close behind my fishing channel when it comes to the monetization. Monetized. I'm about to hit the 4,000 hours. I'm about to hit that monetization section as well. I've been able to apply what I know. So that's why that's been put kind of on the back burner, because now I know. And for anyone that wants to start a channel, I'm going to give you guys a little tip. Your algorithm will not be where it needs to be until you have 100 videos, and that does not count shorts. I promise you. At 100 uploads, you're going to start seeing a big change in your stuff, but your titles and your thumbnails are a big thing. You might have the greatest video in the world. You might have pulled the best cards ever, but if your title and your thumbnail don't get somebody's attention, you're not. It's going to be tough. So that's kind of where that is. But as far as this channel goes, I don't know. I just still want to have fun. I'm still doing openings. I have 2 videos to edit still right now. One for this Friday, then my 1-year anniversary video. I got a mail day opening. I got a 75 or something CGC submission waiting at my UPS box. I got to pick up, film, do stuff. So I have.
Oh, is that all? Just 75? You couldn't do any more?
I didn't have anything else. I opened so many other things to try to figure stuff out, but you know, it's so as far as like any future things to look out for, the big thing I have is my Topps box opening. That's pretty much it. But yeah, that's I mean, that's all I have. I have TikTok, but I only have TikTok because my buddy is a streamer on TikTok, and I support him, so that's why I have that. So I don't do TikTok stuff. You're not gonna find me on. You might find me on there. I don't even know what's on. I think it might be a fishing video on TikTok, to be honest. I have no TikTok stuff. I don't do social media like you guys may think. Instagram is probably my life when it comes to like taking photos and uploading. I'm just now learning the YouTube community tab. Now I'm posting so much on there, like. Yeah, my Facebook's deactivated, so I don't really. Yeah,
love the shirt. Gonzo says Smokey Dizard. Shut up. I only wore this shirt because of my guests. Don't think I love them. So definitely don't watch my favorite Pokemon series that's up right now on on YouTube.
I already watched it. It's fine. Fuck me, right?
Yeah. Just kidding. Please watch it. It's good. If you guys want to argue and have an opinion, I read all the comments. I reply to most of them if they make sense. I'm doing that little series. Gonzo's new favorite Pokemon is Charizard. No, it's not. Don't you dare put that on the universe, Shinyvert. Shinyvert wants to know, does money bring you happiness? It does not bring you happiness, but it does help. Especially when you got bills to pay and you have kids to feed and a family to take care of. Like at the end of the day, if I'm homeless, I'm still going to love my wife. I'm still going to love my kids, but I want them to be healthy. And I live in America and health insurance isn't free. So money helps. Unfortunately,
it's a catalyst.
It's a catalyst.
Money's a catalyst. I mean, it's, you know, to be honest, I mean, is a cliche question, but I've been homeless. I've been poor.
Me too.
I've been in the gutter, man. And, you know, you don't really, when you're at that point in life, now this is like when I was like 17, 18 stuff, you know, my parents lived overseas. I was here in the States just acting up, and it was tough to go couch to couch. And it was like, I'm living in the gutter basically. And when you get that little bit of oomph when it comes to money to be able, you know, to just buy, you know, just a little pack of crisps or chips, whatever you guys call them, you know, and
same.
You know, it's like it means so much. Like me here with Miss KFC, she is very expendable with food money. If it's like 5
I thought you were gonna say she's expendable. Kick rocks.
No. Her mindset is everything is expendable to her. Like, oh, it's about to expire in 5 days. We don't need it. I'm like, dude, I was fucking eating that.
Yeah.
Because ew, gross. It's leftovers. Yes.
Because it's still edible.
I can appreciate that. So, but when it comes to this money by happiness, I mean, jokingly, yes, but it is a catalyst. But for me, I know how to survive off money, and you know, I know too much money can
also ruin you. Yeah,
it can. You know, so if you got the money, be modest. You know,
money's a crazy drug. Yeah.
Currency.
I've seen what it can do to people.
Currency is an epidemic, man.
Yeah. For the best and for the worst.
Yeah.
But that is all I have for today. If chat has any more questions, go ahead and pump them out while I go over here to end the giveaway. Close entries. Sorry if you guys wanted to enter. I do apologize. It is now closed. And 3, 2. Well, hopefully these people who are about to win, or the person about to win, still in here, so we can get the information on how they can contact us. If not, we're gonna have to pick a new winner. And 1. That's not what I want. I want to pick a winner. And the hat turn. Congratulations, my friend. You have won many, many cards. I believe he's in your Discord, correct?
Hat turn is actually one of my mods.
Easy. So we know how to contact him.
Very recent. He held it down one of the streams where my other mods were at work, and he was just in there just knocking it out, man.
Knocking out. Yeah.
So he came in there and killed it.
Awesome. Congratulations, hat turn. You won Celebi VMAX, Lugia Full Arts, Pikachu EX, Metagross V, Blastoise from the Celebrations collection, Dedenne, Inner Tornadus V. And if you guys know me, I'm always going to throw in some extra goodies in there just because I love your faces. Because you guys don't have to come here, but you do, and I appreciate it.
Yep.
Yeah. You also won the alt arts from KFC. I'm assuming we'll send those out separately. It just If you want to send it to me and I'll send it to him, that's fine. Or if I send it to you, send it to him.
He's actually got a bag over here, anyways.
Easy enough.
Yeah, he's got a bag already set up, so I'll toss those in his stuff.
For sure. Gonzo, what is one of your favorite Pokemon? Exclamation point Raichu in the chat, guys.
Oh god.
Fuck, man. I think Harsh made that little bastard. Yeah. Harsh. We weren't even talking about Raichu when he did that. Don't stream as always. Cool getting to hear more about KFC. Yeah, KFC is one of the newer guys that I learned about from Joey, and I'm so glad I did. Thank you so much for coming on. Don't forget, guys, this Saturday I'm hosting my monthly group podcast. This week it's going to be KFC, Joey from Jay's Corner TCG, Pidgey Boys might make an appearance, Ichiban Dan, who was in the chat earlier tonight, Roto Raptor, who is going to be in there tonight, Shiny Vert might stop by. So many other people in the community might stop by, and if you guys want in, DM me, let me know. Maybe I can squeeze you in, because there is a limit to how many people I can get in the chat. But if we can get you in, we'll get you in. I love talking to new people, and these group I was gonna say group projects are really fun. But these group podcast kind of things are super fun. We get to talk shit, shoot the shit, and it's not always about Pokemon. Sometimes it's about life, like it is tonight, and that's all I want to talk to you guys about. But my next solo guest will be Ichiban Dan on the regular Monday, 5:30 p.m. So hit that notification bell, hit the subscribe button. Come on, be part of the conversation, be part of the community. Until next time, guys, that's KFC. I'm Gonzo. Until next time, don't forget, collect how you want to collect. Peace.
Later, guys.